Greetings, Commanders. I'm Commander Gypsum, and today we're looking at the Imperial Eagle. This is, of course, one of the new ships in 1.4. Alright, let's take a look at the internals. We're going with A3 power plant, A3 thrusters, A3 frame roof drive, Delta 1 life support, A2 power distributor, A2 sensors, classic fuel tank, A3 shield generator, the A2 fuel scoop, and just for fun, an A1 shield cell bank. Alright, so let's take a look at the hard points. Up top, we've got a Class 2 multi-cannon gimbaled, and on the bottom, we got a twin pair of Class 1 beam lasers, also gimbaled. Alright. So let's take a look at our fire groups and priority settings. I've got both beam lasers and the first fire group, and I'm going with multi-cannons in fire group 2. And to keep ourselves under power requirements, we got cargo hatch at 4, frameshift drive at 2, fuel scoop at 3, and that will keep us fully loaded up without anything critical going down. Alright, so here's the interior of the new Imperial Eagle. As you can see, it looks very much like the Imperial Courier. Same kind of design, all white, and of course I got the blue HUD, so everything looks so pretty. And on the edges there, you can see that they added the nacelles like the Courier has, where the classic Eagle just kind of had stubby wings. And a big canopy, so we can definitely take a look around while we're in combat and keep an eye on the ships. And can't really see too much behind us. If I had a VR headset, I'd be able to stand up and look around like Obsidian Ant, but I don't have one yet. So let's take a look at the outside of the Imperial Eagle. As you can see, it's got the all-white paint job of all the Imperial ships. That comes standard anyways. You can see the cockpit here, it's just got the single seater. It looks like it's got a little bit of a workstation maybe behind the cockpit, but we can't really see through that canopy very well. Alright, so let's start taking a look around. As you can see, we got the engine nacelle like the Courier. And it looks like they're using all kinds of carbon fiber? Space carbon fiber? I don't know. Something like that. And coming around the back here, we can see the engine group. And that looks like the cargo bay door. So you can kind of get a sense of scale there. Pretty cool. Looks like we got some little engines there on that wing. And here's the other nacelle. And no actual weapons come out of them, like the Courier. That would have been kind of cool, but that's what we get. And of course, you can see down there on the bottom, that's how you get inside. Alright, so taking a look at the top here, we can see just behind the cockpit, that is where the Class 2 hardpoint is situated. So you can get a pretty good firing shot from above the ship. And gotta wobble the camera around here. And we're back at the rear of the vessel. I'm not sure what this wing is for. I don't think we need spoilers in space, but there's the profile of the vessel. Alright, so let's take her out and see what kind of trouble we can get into. Alright, so I'm going to talk a little bit about the modules here while we're in transit. The way I have it set up here, we're looking at shield strength of 163 megajoules, and that's with a Class A shield booster. The 3A shield generator, the optimal mass of the craft is 165 tons. And fully loaded, we're at 89.8 tons, so the shield generator should do pretty well for this type of vessel because the weight's really good. Alright, so there's that boost sound. It sounds a lot like the regular Eagle, but just a little bit more zap in there. I don't know, but I think it sounds really good. And it's very fast. We can get it up to about 412 meters per second, which is pretty speedy. That's right up there with the Cobra. Alright, so actually this ship actually has a 3A power plant, which gives 12 megawatts of power, which is a lot of power, a lot more than Eagle, so we can actually do a lot more with it. That's why we can fit Class 2 multi-cannon and dual beams. The Eagle it'd be real hard pressed to have that much power and have a shield cell bank. So the way I have it set up right now, we're at 99.8% of power usage when we're correctly using our priorities. So we are right at the limit here. And that's why we could fit the 2A sensors, because it does have ample power. And that'll give us a 6.24 kilometer range for sensors, which is really good. So hopefully that'll help us find some targets a lot easier. Now for some reason it's kind of bugging out up there. It says leaving wing, but I'm not actually in a wing, so I'm not sure why it says that. I don't know. Maybe there's some commanders in here with me, and I'm just not seeing them on the scope yet. I'm not really sure why it's saying that, but it's not going away. Alright, so now I'm just kind of hunting around to see if I can find a target that I feel comfortable taking down. The Imperial Eagle is, you know, a lot more beefed up than the regular Eagle, but it's still a small ship. So I would avoid going after anacondas and pythons if you're not in a wing yourself. Alright, so it looks like we got a federal dropship coming up. Now the dropship is a medium vessel, so I shouldn't have too hard of a time taking it down, even though the Imperial Eagle is small. As long as I can stay in a good firing position, I should be okay. Though the dropship has turrets, that might be able to take down my shields pretty quick. So I'm just going to hang out for a little bit. It looks like he's actually hunting someone else. So if I can get in on the fray when he's concentrating on other ships, I should have a better chance of taking him out without losing my own shields. Alright, so it looks like he's heading off to intercept. Now I'm going to try to just stay in the back of the vessel and get in some pot shots here. We'll see if he's going to engage these guys. Looks like he's scanning them. Alright, let's see what happens. Alright, yep, there we go. Alright, so it looks like I'm clear to engage, so I'm going to try and keep my distance here a little bit and open fire. Oh, I'm getting out of position. Alright, so the beams are underneath the ship, so I need to keep my nose up if I want to be in a good firing position.
Target shields offline.
Alright, so shields are down, that's good. So I can open up with the multi-cannon. And the multi-cannon is actually in a pretty good position on the top of the vessel. So if the ship is pitching above me, I can use the multi-cannon to kind of keep a bead on them. Which is a little bit unfortunate. I'd really like to have the beams on the wingtips like the Courier. That way I can have a greater fire arc. But, you know, you can't have it all. If everything was in perfect position, it might be a bit OP for a small ship. Especially for the price range, it's not that expensive. I've got this ship completely loaded out, and I spent 3 million credits, which isn't ridiculous. And it's actually got a really low rebuy of 150,000. So if I do lose it in combat, it's not a big deal. You can make 150,000 taking down, you know, one decent ship. So I think it's pretty reasonable. Alright, so shields are back up. This engagement is taking longer than I would like. The Imperial Eagle isn't that maneuverable without power to engines. That's kind of where you get your drawbacks from having more power, and a larger hard point is you sacrifice some maneuverability. Now the Eagle, the normal Eagle is a 10 out of 10 for agility, which is crazy. The Eagle can just dance around targets, no problem at all. And the Imperial Eagle is down to a 6 out of 10. So you take a pretty decent hit to agility to have that extra power and the larger hardpoint. So it's definitely a trade-off. Okay, so combat's still going on. My shields are still fine, but he hasn't really been focusing on me at all. And yeah, I'm just not super thrilled with the agility of the Imperial Eagle. I'm having a hard time keeping on his tail. Or if it was the normal Eagle, I would have no problem just staying right on him. And same goes for the Vulture. The Vulture is just a fantastic hunter, and you can just dance around your enemies, no problem at all. Alright, so it looks like he may have taken some module damage. He's just kind of hanging out there. Alright, here he goes, back into action. So it looks like his technique is just jousting. He just wants to keep jousting with me. And, yeah, the Eagle's not great at jousting because it doesn't have a whole lot of power to put out on one pass.
Target shields online.
You know, so far, not totally thrilled with the Imperial Eagle, but we'll see if it gets any better. We are fighting a medium-class ship, and I'm a small-class ship, so obviously I'm going to be disadvantaged right off the bat here as far as power goes. Alright, so I saw he took some shots at me, so it looks like he is aware of me attacking him now, so maybe he'll attack me back, and we'll see how the shields hold up. But he's almost down. He's down in the teens now for hull integrity. So it shouldn't be too much longer now. Yeah, but the multi-cannon is pretty effective. It is nice having that medium weapon. Beams might not be the right choice for the Imperial Eagle. Oh, there we go. He's out.
Target destroyed.
Next time I may try to go with burst. Hopefully that'll help save the capacitor a little bit, and I can have a longer shooting time. Alright, so let's see what else is out there. We've got a Fertile Gunship. He's in a wing, so I'm probably not going to want to tangle with him. Anaconda Eagle. We could mess with him. He's in a wing. Looks like he's in a wing with that Federal Gunship, so that's not going to work out. Python. I don't think it would be smart to mess with a Python right now. They've got, 3 large hardpoints, 2 medium, and you can get over 700 megajoules of shields. So that's not something I can safely go up against. Anaconda, same story, just way more shields and hardpoints. Solo, that's just not going to work out. If I was on a wing, maybe it would be a different story. Okay, so I'm going to go into super speed here while I try to find a new target. So I'm at 5 times speed, just kind of flying around, seeing what's out there. And okay, so looks like we got some new targets on the screen. Let's see, and we got here a Diamondback Scout. Now, this is actually one of my favorite small ships. It's got 2 medium hard points. Oh, ding me. And 2 small hard points. And it's a very resilient craft. I really like it. And if you've been watching Stellar Remnants at all, you could see it's very capable as Commander McCluster puts his Diamondback Scout into some combat. It's a pretty good ship. Alright, so we're just closing in here. And it looks like he's going to give me a scan, and nothing there. So I'm just going to get into a good firing position here. Put the nose up and engage. Now the Diamondback Scout is actually very maneuverable, so it's going to be interesting to see if I can keep him in front of me.
Scan detected. Flight assist off.
I'm definitely going to have to be disabling flight assist here now and again, so I can get into a good firing position. Alright, so his shields are almost down. The Diamondback Scout actually does have better shields than the Imperial Eagle. So I can say that this is just probably a testament to dual beam weapons taking down the shield so quickly. And now I can open up with the multi-cannon. Alright, so it's doing pretty good. Now he's juking and jiving pretty good. But he's not going really fast like that dropship was. I say that as he boosts off. But he's not that far out, so I can keep on firing anyways. Alright, now he's hitting me. I think that maybe the NPCs might still be a little bit bugged in 1.4. Sometimes the ships don't seem to realize that they can shoot back at you. And they'll go into just crazy maneuvers. Or sometimes they'll sit there and spin for a while, like especially the clippers. They'll just spin for a while and then like wake up and realize that they're in a fight. And sometimes anacondas just won't engage you. They'll just keep flying around. You can see that they're trying to do some evasions, but they don't actually fire at you, which is pretty strange. Which would be good for me if I tried to take one on, but that's a little odd. Oh, okay, so we're going to be doing some maneuvers here around that asteroid. Looks like he's trying to play peekaboo here. That's okay, I'm maneuverable enough to get around. Oh, oh, he hit. That's going to make my job easier. And there he goes, he's out. Poor guy. Alright, time to find a new target. Alright, gonna put in the super speed. Till we find something good. Okay, so this is just a quick maneuver, so you can red out with the Imperial Eagle, which is good. There are some ships where you just can't, and that's a little annoying, but yeah, easy enough on the Imperial Eagle. So maneuverability isn't that bad, I suppose. Oh, nice. Thank you for that. The Python was scanning me and just ran me, and of course I lost my shields. But at least it didn't kill me. Alright, so I'm going to put it into super speed while my shields recharge. Just do some maneuvers here around some asteroids. Just testing out the limits here, how maneuverable this thing is. And when you put 4 pips into engines, it's actually quite agile. Even though I'm running around with no shields, I feel real comfortable just zipping around these asteroids. Cutting it close, no problem at all. So with 4 pips to engines, you are quite maneuverable. Alright, so let's see what else is out there. Got an ass, but that won't do, since he's clean. And that, I imagine, is his escort. Well, anaconda, which we're going to tangle with, and an eagle. And let's see, it looks like he might be good to go. What do we got here? Whoop, whoop, whoop. To bop around that asteroid there real quick. Yeah, so I think we can take him out. So it's going to be Imperial Eagle versus Eagle. Alright, let's see how this goes. Looks like he's just kind of sitting around. Hopefully he's not bugged out. Okay, he's moving, so we are in for a fight. Now, like I said before, the Eagle's got a 10 out of 10 for agility, so they can dance around like no one's business. So it's going to be a little bit of a challenge here for me to keep up with them. But the dual beams are working well on his shields. I still don't know if I would recommend dual beams because it really takes a hit on the capacitor. Or I should say distributor. To keep my lingo straight here. So maybe burst. Burst would be good. Or if you're feeling like you want a long shooting time, you know, let's go with pulse. Pulse usually has a longer DPS anyways. So as long as you can keep your weapons tracking on your target, Pulse is going to give you more damage in the long run. Okay, so his shields are down, so I can start using the multi on him. And class 2 multi-can is going to tear up an Eagle pretty fast. Yeah, there we go. And a burst. I didn't see any debris there. I've seen a lot more ships in 1.4 leave debris. But I didn't see any debris there. I'm going to super speed again, see what else is out there. I see some combat off in the distance there, so maybe we'll get our nose in their business and see what's going on. What do we got? Imperial Eagle. Alright, he's in a wing. And this is probably his wingmate. Yeah, looks like it. So I don't think they're with that assault ship. I think it's just a pack of Imperial Eagles. Now this is probably really dangerous for me going up against a wing of Eagles. Or of Imperial Eagles, I should say. But let's give it a shot. Maybe they'll be distracted enough that I can take them out one at a time. And make it out of here alive. Okay, maybe not. His other wingmates are on me. But so far, my shields are okay. First ship shields are almost down.
Scan detected. Under attack. Target shields.
Okay, here we go. Shields down. So I can open up with the multi-cannons. And his wingmates are still targeting me, but my shields seem okay.
Flight assist off. Flight assist.
Let's see if I can take this guy out quick enough so I can focus on the next. And we're at a bit of a distance here. We're out of our optimum range. What you want to be is around a kilometer away, and then you're going to have good power. He's jousting me.
Flight assist off. Flight assist.
Imperial Eagle versus Imperial Eagle jousting. They've got a lot of lasers flying. My shields are starting to take a pounding here. I'm going to activate shield cell. It's too late.
Shields offline.
It's too late. Oh man, my shields are down. My armor's cracking. I need to get out of here. Oh man.
Target shields online. Frameshift drive charging.
This is not going well. Oh, they're tearing me up. Come on, frameshift drive, charge. I'm just trying to boost, but I must be having some bad module damage. Oh man. So I'm just trying to spin away, but they're still hitting me. This is going to be close. This is going to be real close. Oh, thank goodness.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, okay.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Man, just as a missile was incoming, that was going to ruin my day if that missile hit. Oh man, that was a close one. So time to get back to Crick City. Whew. Yeah, that was close. They almost got me there. The Imperial Eagle, man, it can be fragile, but like all Imperial ships, once the shields are down, man, they just do not have a strong hull. Yeah, so the weight ratio to shield generator is actually high enough that it might be a good idea to put on like the military grade bulkheads, because it's going to add some weight to your build, but the engines are strong enough and the shield generator is strong enough that it should compensate for it. So yeah, maybe that's what I'd recommend. So far recommending don't use beam lasers. It's too hard on the distributor, and maybe think about adding the military grade bulkheads to give you a little bit more survivability, because man, I almost ate it out there. Alright, done. Request granted.
Request granted.
Now I'm going to be extra careful coming into the station here, because I'm down to 10% hull, and if I bump into something, I'm going to end up dying just right at the station, and that wouldn't be good at all. Alright, so we're just going to take it nice and easy. Here we go. Just clear the letterbox. Okay. Now, as long as I don't botch my landing, I should be okay. Oh man, oh man.
Deployed.
Alright, let's take it nice and slow. I don't want to die on the landing pad. Just ease her down. Oh, okay. We're safe. Thank goodness. Alright, so let's take a look at what we got for damages here. See how bad it is. Okay, refuel. Repair all. You know, it's not that bad. Yeah, it's not terrible. So how much money did we make? Oh, boy. Okay, so that pretty much crossed out our profits. So that was pretty much a zero-sum game there. Okay, so let's wrap it up. The Imperial Eagle, everybody. A 6 out of 10 of agility, which is a bit of a hit from the regular Eagle. And I'm going to put the build that I used down in the description so you can check out what I was using. And maybe you can tweak it a little bit better so it's a little bit more survivable and do some more damage. I'd say the Imperial Eagle is a beautiful ship, as most Imperial ships are. And if you're in the market for a small ship and you've got the rank for it, I say go for it. I think it's a pretty good small ship, and it's going to be a good stepping stone between, say, a Viper and a Diamondback Scout. And maybe going up to a Courier after that, perhaps. Yep, so that's going to be it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. Please stay tuned for more Elite Dangerous videos, Stellar Remnants, and of course, collectible reviews. Alright, Commanders, I will see you in the black. Thanks for watching, and let me know what you thought in the comments. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to see all of my latest videos.